Hi, it's Nørgaard. Long time no see, huh? So I know it's been a hot minute since I last did a YouTube video, and I do apologize about that. I am planning to go back to uploading 3 times a week, but I won't stick to like specific videos anymore. Like usually I would do dupe videos on Wednesdays and flashback Fridays on Fridays, but I want to keep it a little more free and just kind of post what I feel like posting. So yeah, that's that. Today I'm doing just a little get ready with me video while I answer some questions from you guys from Instagram. Thank you to everyone who submitted questions. I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun doing this video, and I'm really happy to be back filming again. Yeah, don't forget to thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it, and without further ado, let's just get right into the video. Okay, so let's get to it. I have my drink, which I actually thought was just an energy drink, but it turns out it's alcohol and caffeine. So that's going to be interesting. I heard that when you mix alcohol, like a downer, with energy drink, which gives you energy, that should be like taking cocaine. So fun times, huh? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and try this. Always tap the bottle, the can. It doesn't taste bad, but it doesn't taste good either. So in today's video, I'm going to just apply my makeup while I answer your guys' questions from my Instagram. So I told you guys to feel free to ask me anything on my Instagram story. Because it has been a while since I did my last YouTube video, I didn't want to just pick up like nothing happened. I wanted to do a little more of like a personable video just to ease back into things. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started with my base makeup, and I'm going to find the questions and we will answer them in a second. Okay, so the first question is from Dominique. By the way, I recognize a lot of you guys that ask me questions, and yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. I really appreciate all your support. So Dominique's question is, am I working anywhere? And the answer to that is no. I have not had like a real job really ever. I used to do a paper route when I was younger, like when I was 13. When you're 13, you're allowed to have your like a little kind of job here in Denmark. So I did that for quite a lot of years actually in my early teens, and I hated it. My fingers would get cut up so bad in like the mailboxes, like they would cut my fingers to shreds. And it was so heavy to carry all those newspapers and like advertisements, like paper advertisements. And I remember the winters were the worst. I really did not like doing it in the winter, and depending on the neighborhood I did it in, because we moved a few times, but I remember in some neighborhoods people would come out and start like complaining about their newspaper or the advertisement to me, and you know, there was nothing I could do. It was not, they had to make a complaint to the actual company. I was just there to deliver them, but yeah. And some people in the neighborhood I used to live in, they literally did not have anything better to do than to wait for me to come and then start complaining. Sometimes not even about the things that we're delivering or anything about that. They would just start complaining about, you know, anything. There were some nice people, you know, that came out, some older people that were nice. I remember a man coming out and just, you know, making small talk, but some of those people were nuts. And yeah, I didn't like it, but I did like, you know, getting money every month, because growing up my parents were very poor and they couldn't give me like an allowance. So if I wanted something, it was, you know, the best way to go about it was to do this paper route. And I remember the first thing I ever bought when I got my first check from doing the paper route was a PlayStation 2, and me and my 2 younger brothers, we played that thing to death. It came with like a dinosaur game where you had a little buzzer you had to push. It was so fun. We played that so much, and that was the first thing I bought. And I was in awe the first time I got my check, because I believe I got just around 2,000 of our currency here in Denmark, which would be maybe like around $300. But that was such a huge amount of money to me back then. I had never had money like that ever. And I think that is honestly what kept me going with that job. It was the fact that I was making that money. But yeah, doing the paper route is a very normal job for a teenager to have here in Denmark. I think almost everyone, a large majority of teenagers have tried having that as their first job. Like my brother, he did it as well when he turned 13, but he quit it after like the first time because because he didn't like doing it. So yeah, that was my first job. I must have held that job for like, I was 13, like maybe 3 years I did that job. And I did it twice a week. And my dad would help me out often, actually. Making sure to give credit where credit is due. Yeah, he helped me out. Especially when I got a new neighborhood and it was on the top of like a hill. And if you've never done this job, you don't know how heavy it is. It might not look that heavy, but all those commercials and all those newspapers, it's very heavy. So having to drag them all up the hill, it's quite a lot when you're just, a kid. And yeah, after that, when I started high school, I got to be 18. I started making money just by studying. We have that here in Denmark. You get money from the government when you're studying. And I have been studying ever since. Like, I have been studying non-stop for 19 years. And yeah, I think I am officially ready to stop. A lot of people, when they're done with high school, before they enter university, they will get a job, because they're tired of studying, they want to try something else, want to go out and make money. But I never did that. I just went straight from high school to summer school to university. And it was fine, I felt fine studying, it was no problem. But now that I'm starting my ninth semester at university this fall, and I'm tired, you guys. I'm ready for it to be over with. So don't get me wrong, I appreciate the fact that I can study and that can be my income. I don't have to work and study at the same time. Like, for example, my boyfriend, he is not a Danish citizen, so he doesn't get anything from the government for studying. And he works multiple jobs on the side. And I have never had to do that, thankfully, because I'm not sure I could do it. I could maybe have like a small job, but I definitely couldn't work like 20 hours a week. So yeah, that is what I do for a living. I know a lot of people are often interested in that. So yeah, I study for a living. That's how I make my money. And that actually leads me on to the next question, which is from Naomi. Hello girl. And she's asking if I'm still studying, and if I am, what am I studying? So yeah, still studying. I actually would have been done with university this summer, but I changed my minor. I did cultural studies for a semester, and then I found out that wasn't the direction I wanted to go, and I did Danish instead. So I do actually have my bachelor's degree in English, which I got last summer, right? Yeah, last summer. And actually, let me go get my certificate. I'm so proud of it. Let me go get it. So it's right here. I'm just covering up my social security number. But yeah, this is my, what's it called? Bachelor of Arts in English. So yeah, this is my diploma. I'm so proud of it. It's still so crazy to think about that I actually have a degree, because it's just little old me. But yeah, a bachelor's degree in English, at least in Denmark, without having a minor degree also, I don't think it's very useful. So definitely taking my minor degree in Danish also is going to help, with my job opportunities, like tremendously. So if all goes according to plan, I should have my minor in Danish under a year from now. And I would like to become a high school teacher. So I would teach English and Danish. My favorite courses, both in English and Danish actually, have been grammar. It's also where I have gotten some of my best grades. I just really like grammar, and I hope it's something that's going to help me when I need to find a job, because I definitely have some weaknesses as well, like discourse. I do not like discourse very much. I was actually also thinking about doing psychology as my minor, and I was actually in summer school between 2 semesters. I was in summer school because I needed my mathematics to be at a certain level. So my mathematics was at a level C. I needed it to be at a level B if I wanted to do a minor in psychology. So I started summer school. I was there for a week, I think, and it was about 4 weeks long. And you were there every day from like 8 till 2. And it was fine, but in the end I didn't want to do psychology anyway, and I stopped the summer school and I went for Danish instead, which for Danish I didn't need my mathematics to be at a level B. I just felt more comfortable with studying another language, and I heard from some other students who tried psychology that I just didn't hear the most positive things. So in the end I ended up going with Danish. So as you can tell, it has been a hard decision for me to find out what I should do as my minor, because doing English as my major was a no-brainer for me. When I was done with high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I liked English, so I was like, that's what I'm going to study. But I've never been particularly fond of Danish or psychology. I took psychology in high school, or the cultural studies. And I must say, English is still my favorite. That has been the most fun to study. Danish has been okay, but definitely way below English. I do not like it nearly as much. But in the end, I'm just very proud of having a degree. Now hopefully I'll have 2 degrees soon, next year. And I have never really had like a dream job, I guess maybe, I don't know, I was very depressed growing up. So like my future, I did not, it was not something I thought about at all. It was never on my mind when I was young. And actually I'm kind of surprised that I'm 25 and I'm still here. Like, that's a miracle. And I don't want to get depressing or anything like that, so let's just keep it at that. But I'm just proud of what I have accomplished so far. When it was my first semester of English, I had no idea what I was doing. I just knew I needed to do something, to occupy my time, to make sure I had money, to make sure I didn't have to, because if you're unemployed or if you're not studying, you will get put into random jobs by the government. And I just did not want someone to decide what I needed to do, Like, even if I started English and I found out, that was not for me at all, I'd rather make that mistake by myself, choose for myself and choose wrong, than have someone else decide what I was going to do. Sometimes I still think that maybe I should just work at a kindergarten, because I absolutely love children, and when kids are that young, I feel like you can help them a lot. Like, you can also help people in high school, but by then your job as a teacher, it's not, to take care of the kids, it's to teach them, the subject. And I just think a lot of people, from my own experience with school, I just know a lot of kids, they're not doing well. And if you can pick up on that as early on as possible, then I think you can make a big change in someone's life. So yeah, that's just something I've been thinking about. But I want to get, I just want to get my finish university, and then after that I'll worry about my job. And also I will just say that studying at university will also make a lot of people come off your case, Almost the first thing you ask a person after their name, like when you're making small talk, is what they do. And if you do nothing, if you don't study or you don't have a job, it does set the tone for the conversation. I don't think it should be like that, but it is like that, definitely. The first thing people will ask you when they meet you is always, what do you do? And just being able to tell people, I study at university, boom, they're off your case. And that goes for strangers, for family members, extended family, friends of friends. And honestly, that's also part of the motivation behind why I study. which I hope that doesn't sound terrible, and I hope you guys get what I'm saying. Yeah, thinking about it, that does sound pretty terrible. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm making myself clear. I'm just trying to say that I do believe we live in a society where, you know, what you do, like what your job is like maybe the most important thing about you when you meet someone new. At least that's my experience. It's what's your name, what do you do, maybe how old you are, and that's how it goes usually. So saying you study at university, boom, people back off. And also, now that I'm already on a controversial topic, I will also say, like, high school teachers get paid well, and that is definitely also a driving factor for me. And I think that is because I grew up and we were very poor. My parents were very poor when they had me. I am the firstborn. Oftentimes at the end of the month we would have no money. My mom would make bread and we would eat that bread for breakfast, lunch and dinner every day for like the last 4 days. Sometimes I would put some like glazing on top of it. You could make glaze with this powdered sugar and water, and I would put that on top of it to make it taste like something else than just the bread, you know. And I don't want to offend people. I know this is probably a controversial subject and I'm really trying to watch my words because, you know, we had an apartment. I had clothes on my body. We did have food, even though sometimes it was not, you know, maybe the most nutritious food, but we did have something to eat. But like, we never went on vacation. We didn't have the money. You know, we didn't have a computer. I didn't have a phone. I didn't have the clothing that my classmates had. The school I went to was a very snobbish place. So what I'm just trying to say with all of this is just that for myself and for my future kids, I want to make a decent living. Like my dad, he couldn't get a job where we lived, so he would live you know, at another place in the country, and he would only be home during the weekends. My mom held a full-time job at the same time. She was out from 8 till 6 every day. And you know, when there was a strike at my brother's kindergarten, so they couldn't go there, then I had to stay home from school to take care of them because there was no one else to do that. And my mom and dad were working so much all the time and making so little, and I definitely I missed them. There were many times when I needed a grown-up and I didn't have one, and I think that definitely contributed to the problems that I still suffer from some of the waves from that till this day. So all I'm saying is just that I would like my kids to have it better than I had when I was a kid. That's basically all I'm trying to say with all of this. I would like to take them on vacation. I would like to, you know, buy them things. I would like to take them out to eat, and I would like those things for myself as well. And yeah, it's not like I think that money is everything, but I definitely think if you ain't got it, you can feel it. So yeah, that was a long ass talk about that, huh? I hope I didn't sound like a bitch, and I hope my you know, my intentions came across. So yeah, anyways, I think it's time for a new question. So someone said, can we be friends? Sure, as long as you're not a creep. I do get my fair share of like creepy DMs. A lot of DMs are like spam DMs where it's like follow this account or, you know, whatever, some kind of spam. But you know, dick pics, it does happen, so stay safe out there. But of course I do also get a lot of nice DMs from you guys. Like I get all kinds of things. I get just people just sharing their interests with me, like interests that have nothing to do with, you know, what I do, nothing to do with makeup, beauty, fashion, nothing like that, and just people that share their life with me. And I love getting DMs from you guys. I know I'm not always the best at responding super quickly. Sometimes it just takes a lot out of me. I think because I don't want to say the wrong thing, you know, I don't want to disappoint people, I don't want to come across in the wrong way. So before I send any message, I will usually think about it, like, a lot. I think maybe not with my mom and dad, you know, that's just pretty straightforward. But with, like, my friends, my boyfriend, anyone on social media, I will think about it a lot because I don't want to give misinformation. I don't want to speak about something if I don't know much about it, and I don't want to come across in a wrong way. So sometimes it can take me a long time to just figure out what I want to say. And I think maybe I should let that go at least a little bit. I think it's still a good thing to think before you speak. You don't need to say everything that pops into your head, but on the other hand, you can definitely also think too much. Like, I have tried not knowing what to say or what to respond to a message, so I just never responded because I just didn't know how to articulate myself. And I definitely think that's just as bad as saying something too hasty. So I'm trying to work on that, trying to work on a lot of stuff. You know, working on myself a lot. And I have definitely been here, especially during the past few months, I've definitely had a lot of revelations from God about my life. And I don't want to, you know, go all Jesus freak on you, but there are definitely things I need to just work on. So yeah, to answer Aman Tahir's question, yes, we can be friends. I can go add you or follow you right now. Let me go ahead and do it. And if any of you guys wanna, you know, DM me or, you know, follow each other on Instagram, just ask me. I try to follow, you know, anyone that I see repeatedly on either Instagram or YouTube. But if I missed you, just message me and I'll follow you real quick. Okay, so next question is from Tanmay Jindal that asks, can you please like and comment on my post? Yeah, sure, let me go check it out. I'm never mad at people that do a little self-promo. I know it's hard out there trying to get your content out there and people to, you know, just getting people to see it. And I can see this person also liked a bunch of my pictures, so let me just return the favor real quick. It's also very nice. The page is very, very pretty. Like Lily Allen said, it's hard out here for a bitch. I think a tiny bit of eyeshadow and some winged liner and lashes, and that's it. I want to see if I still got it. I haven't done makeup in literally weeks. Okay, so next question is from my girl Nadia. Or Nadia? How do you pronounce it? I think in English I would say Nadia, but in Danish I would say Nadia. Where are you from, boo? Let me know so I can get your name pronounced right. So she asks, how are your teeth going? I'm on my own journey, so I'm curious how yours is going. So thank you for that question. So if you did not know, I had jaw surgery last fall. My upper jaw was cracked open right here in the middle and whitened, and then some more bone grew. So my upper jaw is now wider than it naturally is. Because I used to have a very narrow upper jaw, just hereditary from my dad, that's just how it was. I actually have 2 get ready with me videos about that surgery. I have, I believe, 1 get ready with me video that I filmed the night before I had the surgery. And then I have another that I filmed maybe a few weeks post-surgery. So if you have not seen those and you're interested in my jaw surgery journey, you can go watch those. I will link them. But yeah, as you can see, I have braces on the bottom, on the top. My teeth are very uneven. You can see the top teeth up here, they slant. So you can see the gap over here compared to over here, so they slant downwards. And if you guys have watched some of my older makeup tutorials, maybe from the start of this year, you would have seen the big gap that I had right between here. And if you see my videos from like December, you will see I had a fake tooth right in the middle. So as you can see, that gap has closed now. Now I have gaps here, here. After getting braces on the bottom, I have also gotten a little gap right down here. And as far as how I'm doing with my jaws and my teeth, I'm doing good, but it has definitely not just been smooth sailing. My bite is actually worse now than it was before I got the surgery, and I am pretty self-conscious about the slanting of my teeth. But I have talked to my dentist and my the person that did the surgery about it, and it's supposed to be normal, supposedly, and it's something that will be corrected, longer down the line after the next surgery and after the braces do more of the work. Oh, I can't talk while I do my eyeliner. Sorry. I'm just going to see if I can clean that up. Okay, please bear with me. It's been a hot ass minute since I did a winged liner, and this felt tip is really dried out at the end. So I'm having a really hard time doing a precise little flick. So I think I'm just going to do this eye off camera, and I will be back, do the lashes, and actually answer the question I'm supposed to answer right now. Okay, so I did my liner. Didn't do a great job, but it will do for now, So back to the question about my teeth. So it's doing alright, I do have my chewing is not the best, as I said, and I do think it doesn't look very nice how it's slanting down, but I have been assured, as I said, that it's normal and it's okay and it will change in time. And I am looking forward to having my second surgery, which is basically going to push my upper jaw forward and my lower jaw a bit back, and I think maybe also like adjusting it a bit so it's not so slanted. And if you look at my face, you can also tell that my upper jaw is too far back in my face. It's not so bad on this side, you can see some a little pop out over here, but definitely on this side I'm very, very flat. So with the surgery that should be corrected, which I really hope, because I do not like this side of my face. Yeah, and other than that, I go maybe once a month to have my braces tightened and like a new wire put in and stuff like that. My dentist is 2 hours away, so it is pretty like time consuming to get there and get back. And it does hurt every single time you get your braces tightened, and it is hard to chew after, but of course that's doable. You just, you can take a painkiller if you need to, and some, fluid food or some very soft food, and you'll be okay. I still have not gained full like sensation back in my two front teeth at the top. Like I can feel them, but they do not feel like how they felt before, or like my other teeth. It's not really a problem for me. It's not something I think about or that bothers me, but I do want to say that. I did also have like a loss of sensation at like this part of my lip, but that is like almost completely gone now. I still don't know when my next surgery will be. I have my next appointment with my dentist in August. And actually, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but this piece of my brace came loose. So I need to go get that fixed before my next appointment. And yeah, other than that, it's pretty okay. I can eat pretty much anything. Maybe like apples, I will need to like slice them, because it's hard for me to bite into an apple. But I'm hoping that will change once once my teeth are better aligned, so my chewing gets better. So even though right now my teeth are not looking the prettiest, I'm a little bit self-conscious about it. I'm still, I'm looking forward to the end result. I'm looking forward to having my chewing be better. I'm looking forward to hopefully this side of my face looking a little bit prettier, having my face look a little more harmonic, like having a little more harmony, So yeah, I'm still happy that I did it, and I'm looking forward to the end result. But of course, it's not just a little small matter. You are having surgery, and it is a long process, and your face will change, and there will be some pain and some discomfort, some some sick days. So it's definitely not something you just go out and do. But for me, I was just so unhappy with my teeth for one, and my jaw structure also. So I knew it was something I wanted to do. So I hope and pray that you have a good experience with your, you know, whatever teeth or jaw journey that you're on, and that you will get the results that you're hoping for and, you know, expecting. Okay, anyway, I have been talking for an eternity now. I'm just gonna put on some lashes and a lip, and I will be right back with the finished product. We can finish off this video. By the way, I've only like been drinking half of this can, so I need to get to it before I put my lipstick on. So I'm all done with my makeup now. I put on lashes, just a nude lip, and then some blue eyeliner in the waterlines, just to match my nails and my top. And that is it. So I want to thank you guys so much for your questions. I realized I only got through 5 questions because I talked a lot in this video, So if you have any further questions, you can leave them down below in the comment section, or you can message me on Instagram. And then we can possibly do another one of these. I did really enjoy doing it. It is a little bit outside my comfort zone. I don't share a lot of my personal life at all on social media, so I hope this video made you know me a little better. And yeah, again, I just wanted to thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you for your patience during this past month or so, I think, that I haven't really been active on YouTube or Instagram. I'm really happy to be back. And please don't forget to thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it, and let me know down below if you have any further questions or any comments about this video. And as always, you can of course subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and you can also click the bell to get post notifications, so you get a notification when I upload. And that is it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. So take care and bye bye.
Progress, good things go slow.